All right. Good morning, afternoon, or evening, whenever you are viewing this. My name is Mr. Field, Justin Field, and I am sending out this video to all the math parents that I teach because I believe and I think the data supports that the number one driver of student success could be, you could say, is parent involvement. That's the differentiator. All right. I mean, it depends on your student where they are, but because our math teacher from our 8th grade math teacher quit, and we've been trying to find a system that works, you know, this is the time for parent involvement. And I am teaching sections 83, 86, 84 every other day. And of course, I'm still teaching 87. And not only that, but we are also at that point in the year when the 8th graders start to look at high school and start to feel like they've outgrown middle school a little bit, and they start doing a little bit less work, maybe a lot less work. And we cannot have that. We especially can't have that in math class. Uh, the situation that we're in right now, I need all the 8th graders to lock in and give, their best effort. And that is going to mean parent involvement. And so just a little bit about me. I'm in my 17th year teaching from Michigan State, Johns Hopkins, my education. I'm also a musician. You can look up my math songs and other songs. Uh, I'm in my 11th year of marriage now, and I love teaching. I care about all my students, and teaching is the one thing, even when I fail, I can just come back and do again and again. I never want to quit. I don't know why some of these teachers do quit in the middle of the year. They never should. All right, so me at CMIT, you can see I have all of these roles. I just had a parent email me and say, hey, the tutoring didn't work, so you need to do more, and I can't do more than what I'm doing, and actually we need to team up more. And so let's talk about how we can do that. I think that I have a system that will help you enter in to your child's math learning in a way that doesn't take too much time. But then you can also take as much time as you'd like. Because my philosophy is that I'm an extension of the parent. So I'm not trying to do something different than you would do. I'm trying to, when I have your scholar, I'm trying to care about them just like you do and make sure that they learn and hold them accountable for everything we do in the math class. So this is the most important slide here, okay? And this hasn't been happening with everybody. And if we're going to be successful, it would need to. So the first thing to know, number one, is every Friday, we aim to have an assessment in sections 83, 86, and 84, and even 87. The class I've been teaching all year and should know the system, but has gotten, lax on it. We're supposed to have a quiz every Friday, but I had to push it to yesterday, Monday, because they weren't ready. And they could have been ready. And you'll see all the supports that they have to get ready that they just didn't use. So every Friday, not only do they have a quiz, but they also get their next week's material, and they can begin as soon as they finish that quiz, getting ready for the next week. And so I am putting them into a system that encourages them to do the work when it's assigned and not when it's due. And some of them have to learn the hard way that, don't do the work when it's due, because then it's too much. So if everybody could encourage their scholars to complete their Khan Academy assignments on Friday, then we would be in a very good situation. But I make them do Monday because I realize that not everybody can do the homework over the weekend, although, hey, that's not a bad thing, to take one of the days and do some of the homework. Monday, students complete the Khan Academy assignments for a score and also Ed puzzle that is the one thing that's changed. I was at the beginning of the year doing Edpuzzle on Tuesday, but it would be totally fine if you checked your scholars Edpuzzle notes on Tuesday. So Monday, if you could check, so this is what I'm saying. All I need from parents at the bare minimum, but this would be also effective, is if you have your scholar show you their Khan Academy scores. So they'll log in and they'll show you a screen and you'll see assignment names and scores. And you shouldn't see any blue start buttons, but they don't have to have 100%. If I haven't taught them yet, but they have to try before we really get into it in class, because that gives us data to drive the instruction. So on Monday night, I need every parent to check their scholars Khan Academy scores. On every Tuesday night, I need every parent to check their scholars Edpuzzle notes. So I'm not only teaching in class, but I also give a video of my instruction, which I'll show you how to access. And those are examples from each assignment and success criteria, which are like the steps and criteria they need to be successful. They should have all those in their notes and bring them to class every day. Then Wednesday and Thursday, we're working towards mastery of the material. They're getting, based on the traffic light problems that they submit, which hopefully you know by now, when they complete the Khan Academy, they're doing that to post a traffic light problem, a red, yellow, or green problem. Red being something I still need to teach them. They saw the example that I did, they tried it, they looked at the solution, but they still have questions. That's a red problem. Yellow, they saw the example, they kind of get it, but they want to practice it more to be comfortable. And green, something they understand and they are ready to be a group leader regarding. So after they complete the Khan Academy on Monday, they should also be posting traffic light problems. And then that drives what we do on Wednesdays and Thursdays. And then Friday, new quiz. And so what has been happening is scholars have been doing parts of the process. Like, for example, they might watch the Edpuzzle video, but not take any notes. They might complete the Khan Academy, but Google answers, and then they get 100% and they don't really understand it. And then so what you guys could do on the Wednesday and Thursday is check your scholars Khan Academy. So have them do a problem in front of you on Wednesday or Thursday. That's just a spot check, do 1, 2, 3 problems, and there's a check button. So after they do the problem and press check, they should be able to get 100% if they have 100%. And so if you guys could verify, then that would be great. And so each parent task should take no more than 5 minutes, I believe, on each day of the week. And then you would ensure that your scholar is ready for the quiz. They are not at the point where you can just say, did you do your homework? Okay, let's move on. They are not there. They're not ready. They don't understand this process enough. And we all need an all hands on deck approach. Support system. I am here Monday and Friday after school for tutoring. And we even have students from my 72 section that are there to help as well. So we can take students. Every student that I teach is welcome to come on those days. And I haven't really seen a lot of the 8th graders, just maybe 1 or 2. But it's been in the newsletter since I've been doing it. And so I invite them to come. Also, we have Pear Deck tutoring, which I sent out an email about. So the students can also access a live tutor anytime. And so, but this is about parent involvement. So the last thing I want to show everybody is this spreadsheet that I sent out, and I'll send out again in this email. And this has every assignment I have planned to assign this quarter. And this is really important because by this time we're taking the MCAP, and the students are not ready yet for the MCAP. And not only do I have a plan to teach them the current objectives, but I also have a plan to fold in the learning that they still need from earlier in the year, like functions, equations, uh, geometry. We did the uh, transformations unit test, and the students were wondering like, I don't understand this. But I needed them to complete it so that we can get back to it. But what happened right now, what I had said earlier is we are right here. I mean, actually, it is February 25th, so we're right here. But I had to give the quiz for assistant for graphing yesterday, a day late, and a lot of the scholars still didn't do good. But I had to give it to them because I had to hold them accountable for the work that they have done. And so now we have to go through the retake process. And so this is why I need all parents involved. But hey, you can click on anyone that's in the blue, and depending on how much time you can take, I have the instructional video of everything I'm teaching. So it would be great, even if you sat right along your scholar sometimes, and watch the video with them. And then there's slides right there, and then a check your understanding quiz, and then they have their Khan Academy assignments. So they have so much that they can do to prepare for class and come ready to go. And so I hope that this video is helpful and informative to show you some different ways that you can be involved in your scholars' math learning. And I look forward to collaborating more. Please send me any emails about any questions you have, and we'll go from there. All right, thanks so much.